What is up, YouTube? It's Junior Nation 5788. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make the new and old amp logos. It's a question by my buddy DeMonte HD, and so here you go, bud. Well, let's just start off right here with the old amp logo. This one obviously was off my sugar-free car. I just went ahead and posted it, put it right here on the car. We'll get to the actual logo in a second. We'll start here with the letters. But the letters, all they are, they are just rectangles. That's all they are. I just made black rectangles. Obviously, you have to skew it a little bit. Just try to fit each one. Make that a little bit bulky. Skew it, and then get another like skinny type one, and put it right across the top there. Like here at the slants, make those two skinny ones. Make that one bulky. Make that one really long, and that's all the A is. Right there. That's pretty simple. Yeah, sure, it'll take a little bit of time, but the M is pretty much the same way. You'll need four, but three longer style rectangles. Just skew them a little bit, and then when you get down here, make an additional one, but skew that a lot, so where it has like that angle up, kind of like a almost like a triangle's being cut, like right across it. You know what I mean? But yeah, another important thing, make sure you have a lot of space between them, space between the letters. You don't want to overlap or anything like that. And then the P, make sure, like right here, make sure those are in line. That's the way the actual logo is. You could have two rectangles. Start off with the regular one, like one of these, and then have another one where you slant it, you skew it all the way, so those are in line. You got some small ones right here, up here. Another big one, kind of like one of these right here, like right over here, but make it bigger, make it a little bit straighter. Pretty much try to keep it straight. Obviously a little bit of skew, but as far as the top and the bottom, you see how like the little, kind of like a triangle type like deal is there. That's also a square. I'll try to get a little bit closer. It's also just a square, but it's skewed all the way to the left and the right, and that's how you get that little indent there, and the M on both sides there. And then over here, it's pretty much the exact same way. Just skew it all the way over, and make that little like notch in it or whatever you want to call it. But that's all it is. The energy, that's pretty simple. It's just a regular text. Put a lot of space in between it. That's pretty easy. You'll find the text that looks similar to that. And the sugar-free, for those of you who want to see that, that's just a rounded square, couple triangles, stuff, make it look like that, and then the regular text. But here's the amp logo. That one's for the sugar-free, more personalized. But this one's some more the newer style amp, I guess. With the gray, the black background. But this one is takes a little bit more time, obviously, but it is all rounded squares. I start with just some rounded squares, start making the outline of it, all the like at the top here, and then you come, take a rounded square, make it black, stamp, and then just keep coming down and rotating it until you get down to here. And then make that little notch there. Right here where the circles are, I use two half circles on both sides, and you can just stamp them right there. Make sure that they're in line with your rounded squares, no real gaps. When I blew this one up here, it's really small in the brush, so I just blew it up. Obviously there's some like little gaps in mine, but they're not really noticeable when they're on the car. And the same thing, starts up with here. Once you get that finished, I'd go right back up here, start with another black rounded square, and then just work your way down, stamp, rotate, work all the way down until it connects with that second circle over here to the right. And then at that point, just start filling in. Start filling in everything. Like if let's say you're using gray, like this one is, just start taking gray rounded squares, fill everything in. And then you can, at the end, once you have everything filled in here, all the gaps, make sure there's no gaps or nothing like that, kind of like mine has here, a few small gaps, but you can take care of that. You can fix that up really easy. And then at the end, you should have like some open space in between here, and just take a circle or 2 half circles, doesn't matter, and just like make them, and just personalize it however you want to make it. You know, you can make it real skinny, long, or whatever, and just put it right there, and it should come out to something like this. So there you go. That'll work for any amp logo. I mean, that's pretty much it's been the same thing for years. So and then especially if you want to, some cars have a different color. You know, you can make kind of like this one is. I have like an inline. You know, you can see the black outline, and then green, and then black on the inside of it. I mean, you could do that too, but those are all just rounded squares and stuff. I hope that helps. Now come over right over here. Had the new amp letters blown up pretty big here. This one, these are all rounded squares once again, and the only real difference is, you know, with the A, you know, there's it's like a circle at the top. You know, you make rounded squares, you got to skew them, and then you got a circle at the top, and then, you know, you want to make sure that your like the middle part of the A here is down low, down a little bit lower. Just cover all like any gaps or whatever here. Just cover it up with white or whatever color you want, and then just pretty much repeat the same. Just put some rounded squares here at the bottom, and then put a circle at the top, and then you got that finished. Pretty much the same thing for the M. You know, just all rounded squares. Keep it nice and straight over here at the ends. Make these slanted. You know, you might have some gaps and stuff like that, so just fill them up with some rounded squares. Make them smaller, obviously. And then the P is, I'm not really sure what decal it is, but it's just kind of like a circle and then like a square side or whatever. And that's all it is. I mean, you got one big square or rounded square, and then just that decal, and just make the background for each one of these things. For the rounded squares, you know, you always start with the background. That's important, and then you work your way and you create, you know, the white part here and all that. But this amp logo has a nice rich background. You definitely don't want to make it too thin. If you've seen my Amp Energy orange one, if you would see the hood, it's a little bit thin. I changed that now. I went back into the brush and altered it, so now it has a nice, very noticeable black background. But I think that is it. That pretty much covers it for these amp logos. I tried to cover everything that I could. If there's something that I would have missed, or you just have another question or whatever, go ahead, leave it in the comments, send me a message. It doesn't matter. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. And that's pretty much it for this one. See you later, guys.